Hey, Doug Lansky here in northern Japan. A couple days ago, right before I left Stockholm, I interviewed Gonzalo Robredo. Really unique insights into how travel agents and hotels can lift up the visitor experience. I think you're not going to want to miss this. He's got a unique perspective in that he's been both the president of Buenos Aires DMO and he was the founder and CEO of a great little boutique hotel that did very well in the area. So you'll see both sides of that equation, and I think you'll find it really interesting. Don't want to miss it.
Usually, the guests spend the same amount of time to get the perfect air ticket and to get the perfect hotel, but they don't invest time or money on what they are in the search for, that is a local experience. You come to Buenos Aires to get to know the city, and once you are in the city, you realize that you don't really know what to do. So what I wanted to do was to help and to orient the guest before coming to my hotel in Buenos Aires, and help him to have a local and immersive experience, and so they can maximize that goal.
If I understand you correctly, it sounds like a missed opportunity. This is a place where concierges at any hotel, but also travel agents could really step up their game, especially if the travel agents happen to be, knowledgeable with that local city and really, or at least have great contacts there that they can reach out to, so that they could fill the role that you were doing with your 11-room hotel, where it's like an email, personalized email or phone call saying, hey, tell me about your interests and let's see if we can make some magic happen while you're there. Because, except for a handful of hotels or restaurants, most people are not flying all the way to Buenos Aires or anywhere because they love to sit on a plane or because they want to sleep in a hotel bed. They're flying there to do those things outside the hotel. All the magic and experience the city or the countryside or whatever it is outside the hotel walls. Yet it seems like we spend a little bit, if I understand you correctly, too little time and energy and effort to help them make those dreams come true, because in a sense, they don't realize themselves what those dreams are. And it's up to having a local connection to kind of like pull it out of them and then make the magic happen.
Exactly. That's exactly what I think. And even more, I think that's why I think it's so important contextualizing before they come to Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires, or to any city that is not so well known. We are all in Argentina educated with the first world contents. We know about European, American history, geography, culture, but not the opposite. So you don't really know what you will find. You just rely on a friend that was there 10 years ago, like tango, beef. But believe me, when I had to communicate Buenos Aires and their attractions, for me it was the biggest challenge, because Buenos Aires has such a wide range of cultural expressions to offer. So you're going to miss a lot of those cultural expressions if you don't know they are there. And that's the point. And also, if you do the typical, TripAdvisor 10 best places list, then you will go to the more crowded and touristic experiences. And that's the fine-tuning of knowing what's new. That's why all the typical travel destination publications, travel agents, they all always want to know what's new. And that's something that can be provided for everybody if you have the right information and you have the right channels to communicate that.
I mean, we also have some tech for those who are interested. I mean, it used to have these guidebooks that came out like 2 years old material in any guidebook. But now we can go online, we can use Google Translate to look at any local newspaper and read the kind of what's new restaurant and bar and nightclub section and find for ourselves what's new. But sometimes you need to have like a feeling for it to know if it's actually popular. Maybe it's 4 months old, they're not writing about it anymore, but it's really taken off and the locals know. So there's a little bit of a gray area in between where if they do their own research, or the travel agent either does or has that connections and knowledge, or the hotel concierge, or the city, like in your case, makes a bigger effort to reach out and really try to kind of provide that gap. And I think as you've been to 11 Madison in New York, and I've been there as well, and one of the things that they're known for is that little extra dose of magical spice they kind of put on things, where they reach out to those guests and say, how, is it your anniversary? Is it something special? How can we make some dream come true without them ever really even realizing it until it's something they didn't even know was possible? And that the customer service model should be that one size fits one, and that we need to sort of start from there and not try to push everyone to the same thing. Because for so long, tourism, it pushes out, like you said, like the TripAdvisor top 10 list, or this Time Out's top 10 list. It pushes everyone towards the best things until they're not the best anymore because they're overcrowded.
They were ruined. They were ruined
Yeah,
by being
yeah.
the 10 best decisions.
Yeah.
So that's why I agree with you. But like big hotel chains have the possibility to have 2 or 3 very good and updated curators on every big destination. Why?
True.
You should have and it's not much money at all, having 2 or 3 curators that will give you the best news about what's new in art, what's new in food, what's new in fashion, and that makes a huge difference. Because you want to really. What makes a difference when you go to a destination, it's out of those 10 best obvious things to do. And maybe many of those have to be done, but the others are like hidden, waiting for someone to provide that as a different experience to the visitor.